My name is Ron Moore. I'm the founder of roadar, and I invented roadar so that bicyclists have a digital presence that shows up on the control systems for automobiles.
Every day, a cyclist or pedestrian is struck and killed by a motor vehicle, often as the result of a distracted driver. As the number of bicyclists increase, so do the fatalities. According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, its analysis of traffic deaths in 2011 showed deaths of bicyclists jumped 8.7%. Safety experts said they suspect the increase in bicycle deaths reflects more people riding bicycles to work and for pleasure. The number one killer of adult bicycles is being hit from behind by a motor vehicle. Most drivers claim that they did not see the bicyclist until it was too late. The problem is so serious that 22 states have enacted 3-foot clearance laws for motorists. roadar is a tracking system for motorists, cyclists, and pedestrians that provides location information that's accurate within centimeters, direction of travel, range, and velocity information in real time, allowing the vehicle control systems to actually see the cyclist pedestrian digitally before the motorist sees them visually, and allowing the cyclist or pedestrian to be seen by the motor vehicle control systems. roadar consists of two pieces of software. One piece is housed in a head unit that is embedded in a new motor vehicle or resides in an older motor vehicle as a tablet application. The second piece is a cyclist pedestrian software application that resides in a beacon, which can be embedded in various form factors, such as a bicycle frame, apparel, or a smartphone, and that resides with the person. There is a link between the head unit and the beacon that not only provides the real-time tracking information needed to ensure safety, but also a communication link. So here we are driving down a city street in the evening. A jaywalking couple suddenly appears. Because the couple took the personal responsibility to use roadar, the head unit in the vehicle has been tracking them since they came within range. When the couple is close to the car, a visual and or audible warning appears on the vehicle control system that looks like this. While roadar is tracking the jaywalkers, it is also tracking a pair of bicyclists coming from behind. As the first cyclist gets closer, the dashboard displays the tracking information. And here comes the second cyclist. roadar instantly displays the closest cyclist's range and velocity and direction of travel. So here, roadar is showing the bicyclist coming from the rear. It's showing the bicyclist next to the vehicle, and it's showing the bicyclist in front of the vehicle. As we follow this cyclist, he passes a double parked car, and roadar continues to track and range his distance even through the obstacle. This is a good time to discuss line-of-sight driver assistance systems and non-line of sight driver assistance systems. All of the driver assistance systems currently installed are line of sight. This seems to make sense if you're living in a driver-centric world. The limitations of line of sight systems are limited range, a limited angle of view, which means you can't see around corners, and line of sight can't penetrate obstructions, and they can be affected by weather conditions. A non-line of sight system, such as roadar, has the advantage of greatly increased range, has a 360-degree angle of view, so that roadar can see around corners, and the signal coverage penetrates obstructions, so that cyclists and pedestrians can be tracked behind objects and buildings and at any angle, making rodar's unique architecture the perfect technology for the urban environment and here, winding country roads with restricted visibility. These country roads are a magnet to cyclists. The fresh air and pleasant scenery mask many dangerous situations. Narrow roads, blind curves, surprised and distracted drivers often at near freeway speeds. All of these combine to make the country road a very risky place for all road users, including drivers, cyclists, joggers, and pedestrians. If you noticed, roadar acquired the signal from the cyclists far up ahead, even though they were not in direct line of sight due to a hill and a dip in the road. The lighting is also problematic for the driver. Even straight sections of road can have blind spots due to traffic and changing light conditions. Here the cyclist is far ahead on a narrow straight road with car traffic moving at high speed. Roadar is tracking the cyclist from very far away and updating the dash cluster and the motorist of their presence. By continually measuring the distance, Roadar allows the driver to pass the cyclist safely with room to spare. Thank you for taking time to view this video. Our plan is to license the software to motor vehicle manufacturers, bicycle frame and apparel manufacturers. And we'll enlist the bicycle clubs and coalitions and bike shops to initialize the beacon software for cyclists, and then they can earn revenue for doing this. And we are also including an application interface with the software and plan on enlisting app developers to develop new and interesting apps on the data that Roadar collects. Now we're looking forward to taking the next step with the Roadar project, and I want to thank you for your participation. If you have any additional questions or comments, feel free to contact me.